going to do, I believe you pronounce this as Citizen Cosmetics, Ctzn, that's what I would think. This is an eye shimmer and it's in gold, and the pictures online are absolutely gorgeous. So I was just hooked to it. I've mentioned this in other shows. I usually don't do eyeshadows or anything too crazy with my eyes. I like to do my winged liner and I like to keep it at that. But so I was thinking of ways of how I could use this. Sneak peek of a product I'll show you next week. And so, okay, so let's talk about the consistency first. It's very liquidy, but actually, well, it's kind of like a thick liquid, I would say. It moves around a lot inside, but that's not a problem. In person, it's a little bit more like an orange gold, almost copper. It's coming off as really orange, like orange yellow on the screen. It's a little bit more toned down, which is nice in person. If I were to use this, okay, there are a few different things. I'm going to try to do something with this angled brush right now. But other ways you could apply this, probably with just your finger. That's probably going to be your safest bet to apply the product onto your lid. I would suggest priming your lids beforehand or powdering them really nicely, because if you get oily eyelids, this is probably going to go crazy. So if you wanted to use a brush, I would just do like a flat brush if you were wanting to put it all over the lid, which is what they have in their pictures on there for the product. And then this as well is kind of the same, but this one's a little smaller, thinner, and dense, if you wanted a little bit more precise control over it. Let's try with the angled brush. I'm going to get a little mirror here. Just going to dip it in just a tiny bit to start. Come on. Okay, so I said liquidy before. I'm going to take it back. It's more of like a thicker, it's not as thick and solid as like a gel pot eyeliner, but it's definitely a lot thicker than just a straight up liquid. Doesn't want to get on the ends here though. Okay, let's see if I can. What should we do, guys? Maybe try the top. Or like this. You definitely can't see it on camera. I'm just doing like a tiny little line, but I'm going to show you guys how it looks on the skin. In person, if I were to do it a little bit thicker, you can see it a little bit more here. I'll do the other side as well. I'm being very cautious with it because I don't want it to go too crazy, but I am picking up quite a bit of product on the brush. There we go. It might just be the brush that I'm using because it's It's a nice like fall autumn color as well. And you can kind of tone it down if you don't want it, so I'm kind of trying to spread it out a bit if you want a little bit more of a subtle. But I think with this product in particular, it's not about being subtle, it's about standing out. So if you want something that packs on a lot of shine and a lot of reflection in your eye area, this is gorgeous. So I've never used a product like this before, so I probably have to practice a little bit more, but the color payoff again is just looks fantastic. All right, so I have two more products to go over with you guys. Let's switch to hair real quick.